Good morning, students. Welcome back to the EVS class. Today's date is 23rd June 2020. So today is the last class before the summer vacation, and today I am going to wrap up lesson number 4, which is things around us. In this lesson we have learned about living things and their properties in our last class. Today we will be learning about non-living beings and the natural and man-made things. So in our previous class we have come to know that living things are those which can breathe. Breathe means they can take oxygen and give carbon dioxide like us. So who are the living things? Human beings, animals and plants. So 3 categories, okay? So living things are human beings, animals and plants. So all these 3 categories, they breathe in order to survive. Also living things need food and water to live. Plants, animals and human beings with 3 category need food and water to live, otherwise we will die. Then living things grow from small to big. You have seen a seed growing to a big tree. Then we, from babies to adult, and then we have seen the puppies grow. They have grown up to a adult dog. The living things can move. We can walk, run, jump, right? In the similar way, animals can also do that. But what about the plants? They also can move when the wind blows. They move from here and there. Even they grow. That is also a kind of movement. I have shown you a video in my previous class so that you can come to know about their movement. Then living things give birth to young ones. So we give birth to young ones. Dogs give birth to puppies. Cats give birth to kittens. Human beings give birth to babies, and also plants give birth to their young ones. That is the very seed, you can say seed. So these are the qualities or the properties of living things. Now let's come to the non-living things. So which are the non-living things? Table, chair, fan. If you look around your surrounding, you will see there are a lot of non-living things. The wall, the door, the window, table, chair, pen, pencil, copy, so even the mobile or the laptop or the PC. So these are all non-living things. Why non-living things? Because non-living things do not breathe. Now we are taking oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, right? Now does this table and chair breathe? No. Have you ever seen them breathing? No, never, right? So non-living things do not eat or drink. Have you seen the table ever drinking or water or eating the food? When you eat on the table and it falls on the table, so have you seen them eating it? No. When our food falls from our plate, it actually stays on the table itself, right? Until and unless we remove it. So these things are non-living things because they do not eat or drink. Next is non-living things do not grow. If you take the table, does it grow? No. It actually stays in the same similar size. It doesn't grow like we grow from baby to the adult. The table does not grow. When we make it, it stays in the same similar size. Then living things do not move. Chair and table, they cannot move on their own. We have to push them. So we have to push them so that they can move. They cannot move on their own. And then non-living things do not give birth to young ones. And we have never seen them giving birth to young ones. So these are the properties of non-living things. They do not breathe, they do not eat or drink, they do not grow, they do not move, and they do not give birth to young ones. Now let's move towards the next one. As you can see on the screen, so this is the page from your textbook. The table, bag, ball, fan and shoes. So these are all non-living things because they do not they do not eat or drink, do not breathe, do not move, do not grow, and do not give birth to young ones. Now let's see how a living thing is different from non-living thing. Okay, now let us do this one. So breathe. Living thing can breathe, yes, and non-living thing, no. Number 2, eat and drink. Yes, living thing can eat and drink and non-living thing cannot eat and drink. Then grow. Yes, living thing can grow, non-living thing cannot grow. Move, living thing can move, non-living thing cannot. Give birth, living can give birth and non-living cannot. Next we come to train my brain. So what is your name? Any one non-living thing. So any one non-living thing you have to mention that. You can write as table, chair, shoes, windows, doors, anything. Then name a thing that can grow. You can write a mango tree. You can write dogs. You can write cats, horses, human beings. It's your choice of answer. Clear? Next, let's move to I apply. Look at the pictures given below. Tick mark the living things and cross for the non-living things. Now the first one is a chair. So chair is a living or a non-living. Can it talk? No. So it is a non-living thing. So we are going to put the cross. Then there is the clouds and rain. So are the clouds and rain living? Do they talk? Do they breathe? Do they give birth to their young ones? No, right? So we are going to put a cross. Next we have the apple. Apple, can an apple speak? Can an apple move? No, right? So we are going to put cross because it is a non-living thing. Now tree. What is a tree? Tree can grow, tree can give birth, tree can move, tree can breathe, yes. So therefore it is a living being. So you are going to tick mark it. Next we have the shoes. Do you think the shoes can breathe and walk and move and grow? No, right? So it is a non-living thing and we are going to put a cross. Then we have got a robot. The robot can speak, right? Yes, because it is a mechanical thing, it can speak. But do you think it can grow? No, right? Do you think it can breathe? No. So, and do you think it can move? Yes, it can move because we have functioned it. But it doesn't have all the qualities of the living being. Therefore, it is not a living thing. It is a non-living thing. So we are going to put a cross. Then we have this one is a wood. A branch or an wood you can say of the tree. So what do you think? Is it a living or a non-living? When we cut it, does it walk? No. It doesn't breathe, it doesn't grow. Therefore, it is non-living thing. Next, we have a leaf. Do you think a leaf can grow when we pluck it from the tree? Do you think it can grow? No, it will not grow. It will not move until and unless we take it, right? So, it is a non-living thing. Then what about the bird? Do you think the bird is living? Yes, it can grow, it can move, it can breathe. So it is a living thing. Then we have the car. Of course, car is a non-living thing. So we are going to put your cross. Now let's move to the next one, which is some activity. Okay. So number 1, to know more about living and non-living things, number 1 is collect pictures of living and non-living things. Number 2, you have to paste pictures of living things on one page and pictures of non-living thing on another page. Now we are going to read the passage given here, okay? Read the passage given below and circle the living things. One day, Sam went to the park with his dog. So you have to find out Sam with his dog. So here is the Sam. Sam is a living being. So we are going to circle it. Then what about the dog? Dog is also a living being. So here we are going to circle it. They played under a big tree. So tree is a living being. So this is a living thing. Another child was flying a kite in the park. So which is the child? This is the child. Circle. We have to circle the child. Then we have, there are 5 more children in the park. Yes. How many? 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? So these are the living things that we have to circle it. Clear? Now let's move towards the next one. So here is a be amazed. So let's read it out. Some living things around us are very small. We cannot see them with our eyes. Some of them can even make us ill. Now these are microorganisms. We can say bacteria, fungus. No. Now as you can see, okay, on your screen, this is how it looks under a microscope. You have heard about microscope, because the things which we cannot see through our own the naked eyes, what we do, we keep it under the microscope and look at the thing, how it is working, how it is functioning, because it is a living thing. Now, have you ever seen your food getting like this type of fungus or bacteria, like a white color, black color with a little bit of furry type? Yes. So these are actually microorganisms. So they can decay, they spoil the food. And if we eat the spoil, especially the bread, if you keep the bread for long time, what would happen? Above the bread there is some gray color thing, right? So these are fungus. So if you eat that stale bread or this spoiled food, what will happen? It will make us ill. And these are living things. Okay, these are living things which we cannot see through our eyes. So that's why it is said that there are some living things around us which are very small and we cannot see through our eyes. Now let's move towards the natural things and man-made things. Now nature gives us many things, right? They are called natural things. Some are living and some are non-living. For example, plants, animals, human beings, mountains, rivers and rain. So we have just a few minutes back, we have tick marked the living and cross marked the non-living, right? There was the cloud and the rain. I have already told you, though they are natural things, but they do not breed, they do not give birth to the young ones. They cannot, even they can move, but all the qualities are not present there. So they are not living things. Now, whatever things that nature gives us are called natural things, and it might be living or non-living. Then things that are made by human beings are called man-made things or artificial things. Some man-made things are made from natural things. For example, clothes, furniture, paper, books and so on. Now furniture, wooden furniture, the wood is taken from the nature, right? But though it is taken from the nature, but it is a man-made thing. The raw material has been taken from the nature, but the design has been given, the other things have been added to it by the man. Therefore, it is a man-made thing. Now paper is made from the bamboo trees, right? So do the papers look like the bamboo tree? No, it has been modified. It has been there are lots of things that have been added to make it a paper. So it is a man-made things. Okay, now I will show you something. Now here I have a mango, right? As you can see, here I have a mango, right? This is what? This is a product of the nature. Okay, so do you think we can make it? Do you think, have you ever made a mango? We can make mango shake, we can make mango ice cream. But do you think we can make this mango? No, never, right? The mango tree gives us from the seed, we get this mango. So it is a natural thing because the nature has given us, and tree is a part of the nature. Now what do you think about this? This is a cup, right? We drink tea from here, right? This is a cup and this is a mango. Now this cup, what is this? Are you listening to the sound? I am clicking on it. Is it getting hurt? No, it's not shouting I'm getting hurt. So it is a non-living thing, right? But along with the non-living thing, it is a man-made thing. Why? Do we get it from trees? Do we get it from rivers? Do we get it from the animals? No, because the soil has been taken from the clay has been taken from the nature, but the whole thing is given into shape, the color and everything is done by man. We the human beings have did it, so therefore it is a man-made thing because we have designed it. If we have taken from the nature, we will get only the clay, not the cup. This cup has been made by the human beings. In the similar way, pen, right? We don't get it from nature. The humans have made it. That is why it is called man-made. The cup and the pen is called, these two things are called man-made because we don't get it from nature, but the human beings have made it. And we can say that this mango, we can get it from the nature because the tree has given it, and human beings cannot make mango, the leafy vegetables, carrots, apples, pineapples, tomatoes, etc. right? So all these type of things which we get it from nature. The rain, can we make rain? No, it comes from the above, the clouds. These are all natural things. Now few of the natural things are given below here on your book. So what is under the natural things? We have got cloud, stone, storm, the moon, wind and mountain. Artificial or man-made things: doll, teddy, ball, skateboard and chair, because these things are made by man, right? Now let's move towards the English fun. Write 3 words related to each of the following. Living things, you can write anything. Living things, okay? And non-living things also, any 3 words you can write. Clear? Then we have the maths fun. Raghu has 5 stones. Lena has 6 fruits with her. And Maya has 4 pencils. How many non-living things are there with them in all? So, 5 stones are non-living things, right? 6 fruits are also non-living things. And 4 pencils are also non-living things. Now, we have to calculate it. 5 plus 6 plus 4. How many? You count it and write the answer. I'll be sharing the correct answer in the WhatsApp, but try to find it out on your own. Now let's come to the workbook. Please open your workbook. One is, I am a thing, you wear me on your feet. Who am I? So the shirt is given, which we wear on our body. Then we have cap on our head. Then spectacles we wear on our eyes, and shoes. So shoes we wear on our feet, right? So the answer will be D. So the first question number 1 is correct. The correct answer is D. Now let's come to number 2. I am a non-living thing. You use me to write and draw. Who am I? A comb, B spoon, C pencil and D bat. So it is the pencil. With pencil we used to write and draw. Next we have got fill in the blanks. Question number 3. This is a BOOK, book. And number 4, a fish is a living thing, FISH, fish. Then we have got very short answer questions. So name the living thing shown in the picture. So this is a BIRD, bird. Then we have the question number 6. Neelam found these things on the way to school. Help her write their names. So number 1 is S-T-O-N, stone, and next is T-R-E-E, tree. Then let's come to the next one, which is short answer question. Circle the non-living things given below. So here we have got pencil, dog, tree, fish and table. So pencil is a non-living thing, dog is a living thing, tree is a living thing, fish is a living thing and table is a non-living thing. Therefore, we are going to circle the pencil and the table. Next, we will be having the yes and no, right? Y for yes and N for no. Number 8, living things can move. Obviously, we are living things, so we can move. So the answer will be yes. Number 9, living things do not grow. We are living things. Do we grow? Yes, we grow. So it will be no, it is a false. Therefore, you have to write N. Question number 10, non-living things eat and drink. Does non-living things eat or do we eat? We, the living things, eat, right? Therefore, this answer will be wrong. So we will write N. Then we have question number 11. Living things give birth to their young ones. Yes, we have babies, puppies, kittens, then seeds, right? So it will be Y. Next is the short answer question. Question number 12. What do the following pictures say about living thing? Fill the missing letters to complete the sentence. So number 1 is living things move. M-O-V-E, move. Then living things grow. G-R-O-W, grow. So these are the spellings of move and grow. Then we come to question number 13. Look at the picture. Complete the sentences. They do not need. Who do not need food? The shoes. They do not need food. F-O-O-D, food. Then number B is they do not grow. The shoes do not grow. So it will be G-R-O-W, grow. Now let's come to the next one, which is again the multiple choice questions. Choose the living thing from the following. We have got the car, the bird, bat and rain and clouds. So which one do you think is the living thing? Of course, the bird is the living thing. So therefore, you have to write B in the bracket. Next, we have question number 15. Choose the non-living from the following. We have to choose the non-living. Remember, non-living. So A is the robot, B is the bird, C tree and D is the people. So do you think the robot is a living thing? No. So robot will be the answer, the correct answer. So you have to write A inside the bracket. Next we move to this one, which is short answer questions. Question number 16. Help Aisha to rearrange the letters to get the name of a living thing. The picture is already given there. We already recognized the animal. Which animal is this? This is an elephant. So you have to write the correct spelling. The words have been jumbled. So you need to unjumble the words and write the correct spelling. So what is the correct spelling? It is E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T, elephant. Then we come to question number 17. Name the non-living thing in the given picture. So what is it? It is a chair. So you have to write C-H-A-I-R, chair. Then we have I explore, H-O-T-S. Now do you know what is H-O-T-S? It's higher ordered thinking skill. So you have to use your brain here. Okay. Now let's come to the short answer question. Now question number 18. Number A. A robot is a machine that walks and talks. Is robot a living thing? Right? Yes or no? So I have already explained about you that the robot is a non-living thing. Why? Because it cannot breathe. All the qualities of a living being are not present on the robot. Therefore, it is a non-living thing. Then we have number B, which is write yes or no for the following questions. So here we can see. So the robot, can it breathe? Yes or no? No. Can it eat food and drink water? No. Can it grow? No. Can it move? Yes. And can it give birth to the young ones? No. So only one quality qualifies the robot, that is, it can move. Therefore, it is not a living thing but a non-living thing, right? So here we end our workbook session. So this is the last class we had before the summer vacation, also the PT1 exam. If you have any doubts or queries, feel free to call me or text me in the WhatsApp, and please read the chapters, everything, be amazed, each and everything very thoroughly, because there might be a chance that inside the questions might come. So you need to be thorough with all the 4 lessons and also the question answers of the workbook. Try to write the spellings, the correct spellings. If you don't remember the spellings, the marks will be deducted. So practice the spellings as well as try to write the answer in a full sentence. So it is going to carry marks. So these are some of the tips that I have given to you. Try to follow it properly, and you have got time, you have got study leave, the summer vacation, you can think it of as study leave. You try to finish all whatever the questions, whatever the syllabus is given. So here I end my class. Don't forget to call or text me if you have any queries. Clear? So stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy your holidays. Thank you.